fam? This is SoloFlex514 coming to you live from the big MTL. Alright, well, guys, good evening. And as you know, I try to record my videos in the evenings because that's when I get some time to do this. So, fam, you haven't heard from me for some time now. So, I just wanted to express and let you guys know I was on the KK. As you can see from the picture in the center of the screen here, we were in Daytona Beach. Man, that was something else. That was something else. The trip started off crappy in that because of the incompetence of the airline. We actually flew WestJet. It was so incompetent. We got to our connection airport in Toronto an hour late, which meant that by the time we're done doing customs and whatnot, we came out late and then we missed our flight. Now, I was flying with my wife and two kids, and I was also flying with my mother-in-law, who, basically 5 of us flying, so we had 2 kids, and my youngest is 4, flying out. Could you believe that we were supposed to leave Toronto at around 9:35, but because the crew was late and then we missed our flight, there was a flight at 12:30, there was a flight at 2:30, and then there was a flight at 4:30. I would have thought that they would have made some amends to try to get those people who have kids with them to be able to get on their earlier flights, but they put us at a later flight. So we were supposed to leave Toronto at 9:35. We got up early in the morning because our flight out initially from the initial destination from the MTL was at 7 in the morning. So we got up early, got the kids early to get the house out of the house around like 4:30 in the morning to get to the airport, making sure that we got everything in so that we were able to chill and then start our vacation. That's what we thought we were gonna have. But sometimes life throws a curveball at you, and that's not what happened at all, because we were late for 1 hour. That 1 hour ended up getting our stuff delayed up until 4:30 in the afternoon, and I was scrambling. I was talking to any agent that I could talk to. Nobody gave a damn. They would do nothing. In the end, we had to leave at the 4:30 flight. Not only that, the 4:30 flight was actually also late, so we ended up leaving TO at 5:17. And then they had to reroute us. We were supposed to have a flight from TO to Orlando, and then from Orlando we were going to drive out to Daytona Beach. And they had us, because of that delay, they had to reroute us. So we ended up getting rerouted out to LaGuardia in New York, and then had to wait for another flight. So a flight that was supposed to be only 1 connection ended up being 3 connections basically. And then by the time we got to Orlando, it was 11:57 in the freaking PM. We left home at 4 a.m. with 2 kids, and WestJet thought it was okay for us to get to our destination at 11:57 p.m. Literally 3 minutes away from the next day. That's how ridiculous it was. But anyways, that being said, we had an awesome time. We were like, what, fam? Stuff happens, shit happens, right? So just let it go. We're here on vacay, and let's just enjoy this. And it was one of the best vacays that we've been in for a very long time. And so I wanted to start off the video with that, just let you guys know. And I promised WestJet that, I'm going to let social media know, I'm going to let YouTube know, I'm going to let all the different channels that we broadcast at, I'm going to let everybody know that this is how they treat your clients, because that's not right. And anyways, that's something else. Now let's move to the vacay. So we went to Daytona. That was the jam. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was one of the best vacay. And as you're driving in, this is the sign you can see: Daytona Beach, world's most famous beach. This is one of the squares that was there. It was clean. It was beautiful. It was nice, as you can see. It was, and the food was awesome. Man, that was some platter that we got at Sloppy Joe's. I love. You see those little dumplings over there? Those are potatoes, like sweet potato dumplings or something. It was just delicious. It was a great vacation. The water was awesome. Sometimes the tides rose up really, really high, and then sometimes it went back really, really low. But you can see it was a clean beach, one of the biggest, nicest beaches I've ever been to. That was just such an awesome vacation, and I wanted to share that with you, fam, before we got started. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's do some GU, Gods Unchained. All right, so starting with, I want to actually check out some stuff on Discord. So Discord, the last time I believe that we were together, I was talking about that right there. I was talking about weekend rank. So last time was on September 16th, and that was actually the day of our trip, by the way, because I actually recorded some of the video in the airport. So yeah, so some of the news. I'm actually not going to spend too much time because there's quite a lot of news that transpired between then and now. But what I wanted to bring your attention to is the blog. So some rank constructor Blitz and Giggle. So they wrote a nice little blog that I'll share in the link in the description below, so that you guys can go check it out, read it out for yourself. The weekend rank constructed is becoming huge, guys. It's getting to stellar proportions. I thought I was doing all right. I'm gonna show you guys later on, and you're gonna see for yourself. I thought I was doing all right, but I checked my rank because what they did. Anyway, you know what? Let's just show you. Let's go in and show you. Okay, so this is the report, right? So this is the report. On September 16th is the day of my trip there, on what happened that weekend. Okay, and basically it's a good read. It's a very good read. Just go through all of that, and then chalk that for yourself. There's some good strategy being talked in there. Here is actually my favorite part. Right there, deception has natural counters to onslaught, war, and control magic, making it one of the most viable gods in the game in this meta. This is crazy. It's crazy. So deception looks like it's playing strong. Actually, today's video, I was actually planning to go through some of the information that we're looking at right now, and then afterwards build a deck, starting from the right to the left. So I believe it's Ares or Horus, that we're gonna, from the right to the left in terms of actually physically how they're laid out, right? So this is what I plan to do, but considering the fact that I took a little bit of chunk of time talking about the trip and all that, so as a result, I don't want to make this video too long. So we're gonna do that on the next video. But for now, what I wanted to bring your attention to is the leaderboard for the weekend ranked constructed games. So this is the full list. Right now, our top, I guess this is the top 10 players right now. So Hodge, uses all kinds: magic, death, deception, and obviously he's doing really, really well. Then there's Yorku, Ethereum, Elegance Junior, Tara, and I have some cards: Ayo, Ekorji, Unleashed. Shout out to Saints, y'all. Shout out to Saints and Gordava. So these are the top 10, awesome players right now. Playing the game, and yeah. Now what I wanted to show you is this link right here. So this link gives you the full list of like the rankings, and actually the cool thing is you are able to put in your own user ID or your nickname or whatever. You're able to put in it and see exactly where you're ranked right now in real time. So why don't we just go check that out? So I'm gonna go over here to check that out. We'll come to that in a second. So here you go. These are basically the top ranks. So you can see the top 10 right there. Actually shifted a bit since the blog was written. So as you can see, this is like switching and changing, and that's the rating right now. So Hodge is the highest rated player right now, and the experience level is 130. And then the next person, Thunderstorm, experience level is 701. Look, as you can see here, Thunderstorm has like 7 times more experience, but Hodge is playing a very, very strategic game. I've actually had a chance to actually watch one of his replays, so that's kind of awesome. Now you can actually go ahead and check your ranking. So over here, I'm going to check my ranking live to show you where I stand. This is us right here, TorgGames. So our experience level is not high, 22. Our rating is half that of Hodge. That gives me hope a little bit, right? That gives me hope. My rating is 849, and Hodge is at 1600. So it's only like literally, and I am ranked 5,000th, you know? And if you go to the very last page, the last ranking is actually 5,698. So I guess I'm probably here on the last page somewhere. Actually, I'm not. So that is awesome. So at least I'm not on the dead last page. So I'm, ranked, a little bit up. So, I'm a little curious. I'm 849, right? So I'm probably on this page right here. I think there I am, right there. There I am. So, there was like about a good 300 people behind me. That's good. That's a good feeling. But also because I was on vacay, I wasn't playing as much as I would have loved to. So that kind of hampered a little bit my advance. But that's okay. I'll catch up. I promise you guys, I will catch up and I'll share that news with y'all. Let's close this right here. Okay. So now that we looked at that, one of the other things that I wanted to actually look at is it was on the news on the Discord. They partnered together and they actually created a GitHub composited card demo. So this allows you to basically be able to look at any card and kind of see its variants. So for instance, we're looking at card ID 5058, and this is the card, and you can basically slide and see different variants of the card. This is the bronze version of the card. This is what it will look like. If you want to see the mythic version of the card, this is what it will look like. So you can basically play around with this, see, discover various cards and how they look like and all that. Let's see, just random number 68, enter and see what that card looks like. So that's the Petard Elder. This is funny. Deal 2 damages to a random enemy creature. So that's the mythic version of this card, and you can basically play around with the scroll and kind of see the gold version and different versions of each card. And also, this is actually kind of cool and awesome because for us casters and streamers out there, if you're wanting to talk about the game and you need a particular style of card for for your shots and whatnot, you can actually use this, which I find really really cool and helpful. So you can actually come in there and then custom your the card that you're looking at, and so that the logical question is, how do I know which card ID, right? So I will come back to that in a second, but just quickly I'm going to go over to the decks. And so if you go over to your inventory, right, and I'll come back to some of the screens that you're seeing right here. You go back to your inventory and then you click on more cards, right? So each card, you're able to kind of like see what the card looks like. And I believe you will be able to see the card ID. Let's see, sort by set. That's what I was actually told, that you can be able to see the card ID this way, but it doesn't look like that is the case. So I will research this, find out how you can, find the card ID, and also, for those of you, if you already know how to find the card ID, feel free to share it in the comments below, so the rest of the community will get to know, where it is and how to find that. I was told that you can just basically like select it and bring it up, and you'll be able to see it. Let's try something else. Let's see if I go to the workshop, right? If I go to the workshop, would I be able to see the card ID? No, it doesn't appear so. All right. Now, the other thing as well that I don't know if you just noticed is very subtle, because I've been playing this game since the beginning, so it's very subtle. There's been subtle changes every single time. There's a little bit of a tweak here and there, and we're gonna go through a little bit of that when we actually come to actually play. Right now, I'm just going to move back out here and take a look at what is currently killing it, right? So it looks like Deception is still on top. Deception is still on top. And it's still killing it. I'm just going to refresh the page and see, you know, what it is as of like right now. I believe it's actually the same because it is a real-time. Oh, nature took over a bit. Oh, look at that. Who would have thunk it, eh? The card that I was most concentrated on when I was just showing you to find the card ID comes up, and Deception is getting overthrown. This is the first time I've actually seen Deception overthrown for a while. That is good. So Nature deck, first seen 20 days ago, 84.08%, 148 out of 52 matches, defeated 22 players, and played by one player played last 20 days ago. That is crazy. First seen was 20 days ago. That is crazy. Alright. There's some hope for some nature deckers out there. Okay. So now, one of the things that I told you I was going to do was, go through a deck creation using the heroes from the right to the left. And what I meant by that is if you go to create a new deck, so these are the heroes, and you have Horus, Aaron, Valerian, Thariel, Alice, and Ludia. So I was going to start with Horus and I actually create a deck with you guys live, and then we play it, and then I was going to go through the 6 one at a time per episode. But I want to also put in some ranked game. You're with me? So I'm sure some of you guys want to see some ranked games. So far, I've been very lucky with you guys. A couple of last plays, ranked games, I've actually won each one. So hopefully that streak continues tonight. Rank is live, and now I want to show you actually some of the changes that has happened on the game. Now, if you go to the main page of the game, which is right here, Arena. So in the Arena, you get to see the solo games right there, right? And as you move around, there is like some sound effects. See, these are some of the subtle changes. Did you hear that? You hear that? So as you move over the buttons, there are now sound effects. They were not there before. The other thing that I really love is now you can actually know from the game itself, the interface, when the weekend rank is on. And as you can see on the bottom right here, it says rank constructed weekend event is now live. And over on top here, weekend event live, right? So I really like that because before you kind of are not sure, okay, when is it starting? Is it Friday? Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Well, obviously I knew, but some newbies might not necessarily know that, right? So this is kind of cool that they've brought just little indicators to help you guys out to know what's going on. So this is constructed. I'm not going to play a constructed game, obviously, because I want to put in some weekend ranked games. That being said, at this point, what we're going to do is actually try to see if we can get a ranked game. Shall we? All right. Let's see if we can get a ranked game going. Start. Wow, that was fast. That's awesome. That means people are hungry. That is awesome. So, waiting for them to start right here. Deception versus Magic. Awesome. So you guys already know my style of playing. I'm gonna go for the memory charm because I find it's the most effective whenever I'm playing Deception. So guys, this is my personal opinion, and obviously I selected these in my deck. I'm not gonna take any of them out.
Don't disappoint me.
Best of luck. My turn already?
Okay, so it appears that I am going to be the one to start this thing here. Okay, so it's gonna play a large bag of tricks.
That's enough
That's
for
enough
now.
for now.
Okay, that's fine.
No
No
surprises.
surprises.
I promise.
Alright. So let's play my second large bag of tricks. So 3, huh? And I'm gonna keep that for a later time. The ward. Actually, I'm gonna give her a couple. And then I'm gonna play the ward. So I'm gonna use this to break that shield and then start right away attacking.
One step at a time.
Definitely. Okay. So I got myself some small bag of tricks. So let's see what's up. Okay.
Who? Me?
Okay. So now let's drop that small bag of tricks. And then we're gonna make sure we have a front line out there. Okay. And then I don't need to play this yet. And this is a little bit too costly, so I'm gonna start with, is that, can I attack directly? Is that a front line right there? Okay, so easiest hit will be this one.
Make him wait for the punchline.
I should have used that first. I actually wasted it. I should have used that first.
I'm running out of
That's okay.
time.
Hopefully we can recover from that. Now he's asleep. You can foresee all you want, Magic. Okay. Okay, is that a front line? Yeah, that is a front line. Okay, awesome.
No surprises. I promise.
That was a good one just in time. I want to drop that front line. So his front line has 2, so I need to hit it hard with 2. Let's see here. Yeah, actually he's not going to be able to attack, so just hit him. That's it. And then now break that cover and hit him. Again, I made that mistake of not actually using my 2 extra mana to boost. That's okay. That's okay. I've played everything that I could. That's fine. Okay, I got a good front line, so I don't need to bring anybody on the table. So right away I'm gonna bring Helios. So
I can't do
my
that.
board is full. Okay, so okay, so let's make some moves. I'm gonna use this to grant him a little bit more. I'm gonna use. Okay, no. I'm gonna use her to break that. Use him over there. I think I can use her still. I can use him. And yeah, okay. I'm sure he has something up his sleeve because it cannot be this season. I'm waiting for the surprise. I can't wait to see it. Okay. Crystal Rain. Yeah, there you go. That was a surprise. Okay, that's fine. At least that clears up my board a bit. I will be able to bring out Helios. I'm glad I didn't play him before. So he's just gonna let the clock run out. That's like a, you know, I don't know, maybe he's not concentrated on the game, I'm not sure. Who knows? Hey, I'll take the W. Whichever way.
Ready or not.
Alright, I'm gonna bring out Helios. And I have two front lines and I have Helios. And now, oh, I can't play this. That's okay.
That's enough for now.
Oh, that is enough for now. So hopefully my two front lines will shield me against any blatant attacks. See, he has more. This is what he just played. The Morgan Grimoire reduces by 1 the cost of all spells in my hand that cost no more than your total unlocked mana gems. Remove 1 durability. Okay. He's fairly strong, so even if he gets hit with that, hopefully he will still stand. Okay. Well, he did realize that he was gonna lose. You know, either he stood there and got taken it, but you know, all right, I'll take the W. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Okay, so fam, it looks like the streak continues. That is like my 3rd win in a row, I think. So yeah, gathered me 140 raffle tokens. But this weekend, actually, I'm gonna try to play a little bit more. So you guys will see my name rise up. It was 5,643, I believe that rank was. Let's go back and take a quick look at that again, fam. Right there. So, TorgGames. Okay, 5,643. That was my rank. Make note of that, guys. And actually gonna, you know what? Take a quick shot of that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'll try to play a little bit more this weekend to increase that rank a few. Alright guys, so thank you so much for staying with me through this video and listening to my rant. I really appreciate all the support. I appreciate the comments whenever you guys take a look at the videos. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a great, awesome weekend, guys. And peace out and love. And thank you. Bye bye for now.
Yeah!